happened yesterday. I'm going to speak to my solicitor, see if I can get Aaron out the scrapyard.
I don't think it's a bit soon for all that.
After what he tried to do to me. I want to see him get punished. He deserves everything he gets.
Robert, could I have a word?
Yeah, what about?
It's rather awkward, actually.
I'll leave you to it.
I saw your brother in the graveyard yesterday. He'd obviously been drinking very heavily, but what he told me was most disturbing.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid I can't tell you. I have to be aware that when people confess, it's not to me, but to a higher power. But I know that Andy has tried to harm himself before. So I was hoping that you might keep an eye out for him.
Okay. If you find him in that state again, you call me.
Yes, of course, of course, of course.
Is everything okay with you and Bernice?
Why shouldn't it be?
Well, we had a bit of a chat yesterday. She's not entirely happy about you two having separate bedrooms. Anyway, I better go. I have a very busy day.
I hear you and Chrissy had quite a chat yesterday.
It's just girl talk, you know.
Sure? Because when you and I talked yesterday, well, I want you to know that I meant every word I said. I hope you can believe that.
I do. Please don't think that I don't. I wish there was something I could do for you. But I can't even give you me if you're not interested in the physical side of things. Maybe you wish I hadn't mentioned it.
No. I just never realized that our relationship worried you that much.
I don't even know why I said anything. It really doesn't bother me. I've got to go to work.
Been looking for you.
Something wrong?
I think you know there is. We need to talk.
Some other time.
I don't think this can wait. I can't ignore what you told me yesterday.
It'd be better if we just forget about it. It was just a drink talking.
Oh, you were certainly in a bad way, Andy, but I believe you were telling me the truth. You were probably drinking to blot out some painful memories.
You can't tell anyone about this.
That may be so. But I can't stand by and watch an innocent man go to prison.
I feel terrible about it, believe me. But I've got 2 kids, Ashley. I can't risk jail. I need to be here to look after them. Look, I'm begging you, please, forget what I said. For their sake.
I was beginning to think you weren't turning up.
I'm not sure this is such a good idea 2 days in a row.
Thought we agreed this is part of your new regime.
Yeah, of course. I'm raring to go. So what about you, then? Thought any more about moving here permanently?
Just long enough to get you back on track.
You don't need to give up all this time for me, you know. I can go to the gym. Yeah, I am feeling much better already.
Yeah, you can do that later. A good run in the beautiful Yorkshire countryside is the best start we can make. Plus, I told David we'd pick him up on the way. Can we get a move on? Picking Tanya up from the airport later.
What's made her suddenly decide to come over?
I miss her. She misses me. Thought it'd be a nice holiday for her.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we should cancel the run then. You don't want to be going to pick her up all hot and sweaty.
Oh, I'll have time for a shower. And if I didn't know you better, anyone would think you were trying to duck out of this.
Nonsense.
Well, let's stop talking then. Let's get running.
Skyped Nicola lately?
I spoke to her last night.
Oh, I don't suppose she's thinking of coming back early for my wedding, is she?
Afraid not. Before weeks.
Oh, well. Guess it doesn't matter. Might not even be a wedding.
Yeah, you ought to be grateful Nicola's not coming home for a month, especially as it's not the home she's expecting.
It's all in hand.
Is it? The place looked like a campsite last time I saw it.
It just needs a few sticks of furniture, that's all.
A few? Everything? And I'm sure you wouldn't like to explain to Nicola how you got yourself into this mess in the first place. How Susie died. Hmm?
Well, you don't come out of that story too well, do you? Susie was your client and you're the one that sold her jewellery.
Yeah, all right. But the bottom line is Nicola is not going to be very pleased if she hasn't got any furniture. And the bonus is, if you have, then we haven't got to explain why it's gone. Yeah? Right? So, get on with it, Jimmy.
Well, I wouldn't want to get it too soon anyway. I mean, I wouldn't want to spill beer down it and make it a cross. I want to make the most of the place while I've got it to myself. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We'll sink a few beers and watch the match.
Oh, right. Yeah, remind me to bring my binoculars so I can make sure I can see your tiny little television set.
You're late.
Yeah, by like 5 minutes. I'll make it up.
Don't get cheeky, or you really will be in trouble.
Look, I get that you're upset about what happened to Aaron at court, but don't take it out on me.
You just sat there while your brother deliberately wound him up to make him look bad in front of the judge.
Maybe you should be more worried about what got him into court in the first place instead of trying to blame us.
Aaron didn't shoot anyone. And if Robert lets him have a fair trial, he'll prove it. Just 2 coffees, please, Chaz. So, what's wrong?
Chaz and Victoria snapping about yesterday in court. This case is tearing the whole village apart.
Yes, well, there's nothing we can do about that.
Actually, there might be. Someone told me something that could alter the whole trial.
Well, you're going to have to tell the police.
It's not that simple. I'm a vicar. I'm not comfortable breaking that sort of confidence.
What are you going to do?
I can't make up my mind. I know Harry would just tell me what you said. I should report it to the police, but I'm confused. It just feels wrong to go against the duty I have to my parishioner.
When we were together, at times like this, you used to pray for guidance.
That's exactly what I've been doing. But I still haven't found the answer.
Pop in and see Bernice if you want.
No, I don't think so. I tried talking to her this morning after our chat.
I take it didn't go well.
Well, I'm not sure. In the end, she said it wasn't something that really bothered her.
But you didn't believe her.
Do you?
Come on, let's go and talk about it. It's clearly bothering you.
I wanted to go to the pub, really. But since we're here, I'll have a latte, please, Brenda.
Espresso, please, Brenda.
On there.
Now, admit it, you feel better for that run.
Suppose so.
Collecting Tanya from the airport later.
Tanya's coming. Oh, I've seen her so many times on Skype. I feel like I know her already. We must meet up.
I'm sure she'd really like that too. We run together all the time in Canada. She'll want to come with us tomorrow.
Well, maybe you should give it some time to recover from the jet lag, eh?
No, that's not her style. Told her so much about the village, she wants to see it for herself.
Oh, it's Jenny's birthday coming up. We were going to have some drinks to celebrate. I mean, I would invite you, but I'm sure you and Tanya have got other things to do.
Well, and not if you invite her too. It's a great chance for her to meet everyone.
Well, of course, she's welcome to come, but I just don't want her to feel awkward, you know, in the circumstances.
Ah, I'm sure she'll love the idea. And she can see how much everyone in the village loved Jenny.
I was always better dealing with business rather than emotions.
You can't have been that bad. You managed to keep Mum happy all those years.
Your mother was a very special woman.
Yeah, I know.
She loved me for who I was, never tried to change me, never tried to push me for more intimacy.
And you don't think you could have the same thing with Bernice?
I really don't know. Like I said, your mum was special. She made compromises.
Yeah, I know. She told me.
I didn't know that. She never mentioned it.
Well, I knew that there were things that were different about my parents from my friends, so I guess she thought she ought to explain.
How do you think she'd feel about me getting married again?
She'd want you to be happy. Then you can be if you have the same sort of life with Bernice. But first, you need to find out if that's how it's going to be.
I don't expect to see you in work today.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, just the way you were fussing over Robert in court, I thought you'd be off holding his hand somewhere.
Right, whatever your family might think, Aaron's the one on a charge. Robert's the victim here.
Pint, please, Jez.
You really think I'm going to serve you after what you did to my son yesterday?
Right, well, if you won't, I will.
Not if you want to keep your job, you won't.
In case you don't notice, you're not welcome in here.
Look, mate, why don't you just go home?
Hang on, Rob. I'm coming with you.
It's just getting worse.
Yes, I can see it's causing a lot of trouble.
And in the meantime, there's an innocent man whose life's in my hands, and I've done nothing.
I know there's been talk in the village. No fool like an old fool. The age difference thing.
It doesn't matter what they say. It's how you feel that counts.
Well, I certainly wasn't looking to get married again at my time of life.
What made you change your mind?
I'd just never met someone quite like Bernice before. And I began to be surprised how much I was looking forward to our meeting. She makes me happy.
Is that how you felt when you first met Mum?
Oh, I was a very different person then. Life was different.
What do you mean?
Well, I wasn't long out of prison. Didn't think I could trust anybody ever again. She told me I was hiding from him. I told her about Harold. How if you trust someone, they can hurt you.
Well, the only way you're going to know if you can trust Bernice is if you're honest with her like you were with Mum. However hard that might be.
Jimmy, I was thinking about tomorrow night. Maybe we should go into Skipdale instead.
What's the point of that? I thought we were having a boys' night in.
Yeah, we could watch the match on the big screen in the pub.
No need to pay pub prices for that.
What do you mean?
Look at this bad boy. Big enough for you?
Oh, handsome. Is it a knockoff?
It's a reconditioned one. I've got the receipt if you don't believe me.
Jimmy, the television is fine, but in case it slipped your mind, you still haven't got any decent furniture.
The television is just the start of it. By the time Nicola comes back, this is going to be the home of her dreams. As a gambling man, I thought you'd understand.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, I took a bundle off Finn a couple of weeks back that helped pay for this, and now that I'm on a winning streak, I'll have the money for the furniture in no time.
Yeah, well, I hope you're right. If Nicola finds out what's been going on, she's back in 4 weeks.
2 weeks, actually.
What?
Nicola got in touch earlier. She must be missing us. She's thinking of coming home early.
Well, I hate to turn business away, but shouldn't you be getting back to the pub?
Not sure I've got a job there anymore. Chaz is really mad.
Well, what do you expect? You and Robert are trying to put her boy in jail.
But if he shot Robert, then that's what he deserves.
Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty?
I suppose. Anyway, thank you for calming me down a bit.
All part of the service.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were with someone. I could come back later.
No, it's okay. I really need to be getting back. See if I've still got a job. Thanks again, Bernice.
So, what can I do for you?
I think we need to talk. Really talk about us. You and me, and what it will be like when... if we get married.
If?
Look, I've never been a very physical sort of a man in my relationships. My wife was very understanding, and we were very happy together. But it'd be wrong of me just to assume that you'd feel the same, especially after what you said, and I know you've talked to Chrissy too. So, I realized that we needed to sort these things out before the wedding.
To be honest, I'm glad. You're right.
Welcome to Yorkshire.
Bit tired to take it all in after the flight.
Yeah, I thought you would be. Luckily, everyone's out, so you can get your head down for a couple of hours.
We've got the place to ourselves. I can think of a better way we can use it. After all, we have been apart for a while.
Hiya! Just came to see how you were settling in, and Brenda's been dying to meet you.
It's my brother, Jay.
Lovely to meet you. How was your flight?
Oh, bit jet lagged, but glad to be here.
Oh, and here's Brenda. Well, you kind of know each other, but just not in person.
You look even prettier in the flesh.
I used to. Must have loads to talk about. Looking forward to the party.
What party?
You didn't tell her?
Well, she's only just got here. We had other things to talk about.
Yeah, it's just a few of us having a drink to celebrate what would have been Jenny's birthday. But you don't have to come if you don't want to.
I wouldn't want to intrude.
Yeah, Tanya's quite tired, so maybe we'll give it a miss, yeah.
I'm sure after a good night's sleep, you feel up to it. Everyone will be disappointed if you're not there. Yeah, all Jenny's friends would want to meet her. If you don't come, they'll all be asking where you are.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Great. Well, we'll look forward to it then.
Cheers. I was wondering if you were going to show your face back in here again today.
Look, I am really sorry about what happened this morning.
Yeah, me too. I guess you were just trying to look after your own. Same as me.
So, can we just forget about it?
Suits me. Marlon's left you a load of washing up in the kitchen. Welcome back.
Well, I was beginning to think you'd stood me up.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's this thing on my mind. I've been given this information. I just can't pretend it hasn't happened.
So you've not decided what you're going to do?
There are people who will get hurt if I make this call. Just as there's someone who's suffering if I don't.
Ashley, I know you're going to solve this.
How can you be so certain?
Because you're a good man. The best I've known, and in the end, I know you'll do what's right.
I've worried that you might have started to grow bored with me. I know I'm not as sophisticated as you, and even though I look after myself, I'm not getting any younger.
You're the woman I want to marry. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Then why don't you want me in bed?
It's not your fault. It's just the way I am. And I'd do anything to make sure it doesn't mean I lose you. Look, you and your daughter, whatever you want, you know all you have to do is ask.
I'm not some sort of gold digger, you know. I wasn't in this relationship for what I could get out of it.
I know that. What matters is how we feel. But I'd do anything I can to make you happy. Maybe I'm not so good at showing it, but I do love you, Bern. And I want us to be together.
Yes, I think that's how I feel too.
So, we're gonna be okay?
I know how hard it's been for you, to be honest. You're certainly not like any other men I've had in my life.
Does that worry you?
Well, I thought it did, but you're right. It's what we feel about each other that counts. And you're sweet, kind, and I know that you'll always be there for me. And that's what really matters.
better go and collect Arthur.
Thanks for having faith in me. I know what I need to do now. Andy, it's Ashley. I need to know what you meant by doing a deal. You must know that nothing can justify sending an innocent man to prison, so I'm giving you one last chance to do the right thing, or I'll have to call the police myself. You've left me with no other choice. Andy, it's Ashley. I need to know what you meant by doing a deal. You must know that nothing can justify sending an innocent man to prison, so I'm giving you one last chance to do the right thing, or I'll have to call the police myself. You've left me with no other choice.
Well, the battle for a motoring bargain hots up in the hunt for deals, wheels and steals next. At 8, it's the big final for our sporting legends in a bid for eternal glory. And there could be some emotional farewells tonight. At 9, there's new drama, with the conclusion to the last ever case for Lewis.